transition to Sword Art because I guess some of us have some intense feelings on this week's episode.
A few things to talk about, but first we should have Brian kind of catch up because he was halfway through the first season of Alicization, and this I saw he finished it. So, your thoughts?
Yeah. Rip that man, Kirito. That dude got screwed. Like hella hard. This man is just a straight vegetable now. Well, not exactly, but the man got
close
so
enough.
fucked.
Yeah.
You go from this badass dude that's dual-wielding swords, fighting gods and shit, and then this guy just gets, power outage and then just dies. Dude.
I mean, he doesn't die. It's like his brain.
He might as well just be dead.
Yeah,
his brain just gets like electrified. So like he can come back. It's just like he's just damaged.
This man is just in a coma, getting wheeled around in a wheelchair. It's like that's a real feels bad.
How'd you think that the ending went with when the fight against the administrator? Like what that sequence of events?
Just completely skipped over that. What the hell kind of ending to that guy? This dude turned into a giant inferno and just gets fucking sniped. It's like, alright, dude. In the same episode too. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then that was like the jester dude. And then the crazy lady.
Administrator.
The Pontifex?
Pontifex, yeah.
She's actually just insane. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna sacrifice half the population just to make weapons to just save
Thanos.
this area. It's like, okay, you're insane.
I mean, this is like because remember she realizes that she's just an AI that lives in a virtual world. So
I guess at that point it's like you can do whatever you want if you realize that.
Yeah.
But it's just intense. Imagine sacrificing like 3.5 billion people to save the Earth, dude. Is it worth?
Yes.
I mean,
All right, well,
again, Thanos.
Thanos.
True.
Hey,
that is. I guess that is like a Thanos.
Would you rather lose 3.5 billion or 7 billion, sir?
I'll go with 7, dude. Restart
Okay,
all
well
over.
you're just fucked up. See, this is why Thanos love.
This is why people like Thanos
great
exist.
buddies. I get him, all right. But there's not enough food for everybody. We need to sacrifice half the population. Otherwise, we're all going to starve and die.
Or we risk the biscuit and just don't sacrifice anybody, and like maybe like 10 people die.
Is this just a game to you, sir?
Maybe.
You
I
just
mean,
risk
maybe.
3.5 billion people for the sake of 3.5 billion people? No. No.
Cool. I don't feel so good.
Oh, you were chosen. I'm sorry, sir. Just look at the draw.
Yeah, but anyways, moving on to like current shit. It's like this man is. I want to know how many episodes is it gonna take until Kirito isn't in a coma.
So because I think once like Asuna jumps in, like I think like it probably like when she gets in, she sees Kirito, she's probably gonna get revived or something like that. Because I think that's what they're setting up for.
I don't know. Well,
Yeah.
one thing I had with Asuna when she was saying, "Oh, we just need somebody to just tell him like he was doing a great job." I'm thinking like that's why Alice is there. Alice has been telling him this entire damn time. Like it's I don't know.
Yeah, but he needs to hear it from his wife.
Yeah,
Bro. Relax, right?
Why are you hating on married couples?
I'm not technically hating on the married couple. Okay, I'm hating on like the way that this is like story has been written.
No, tell me more, Shrine. I want to hear this.
Okay, so like I really like I thought the first part of Alicization was really good. And then it's like not till after that where you start looking at like because I knew like there's people that really like Sword Art and there's people that really hated it. There wasn't really anybody in the middle. But then people would kind of like make comments here and there about and then I noticed like when I don't even know like the US guys, the bad guys, when they were talking about how like let's just make a new characters and go in. It's like we can only make like the Civilization guy. And he's like, but we have these broken OP characters on the bad guy side that have no rules.
Literally middle of the episode, I got so heated. I was like, you guys created this game to make literally an AI to clone. And you guys want to keep all these parameters locked for creating a human character. But you don't want to put any sort of security on the opposite side where they're legit over double the level and a bunch of question marks. It's like, y'all are actually stupid.
Yep.
Like, don't be making games no more, dude. Y'all just need to stay
Immediately, if you're doing
y'all are
anything with
legitimately
security,
stupid.
if you're doing anything with security, I was like, come on, you leave the broken guys, and of course the bad guys open.
Yeah, I mean that's like one of the main criticisms of the author is that like he doesn't
He's
play
terrible.
games.
Ugh.
So like he makes like these MMO stories, but he's not a gamer. So like
Yeah,
that's why a lot of it's just dumb because like he's not a gamer.
yeah. Even like those conversations of people, I'm just thinking like I just keep thinking like this guy has really no issue, like any idea what he's talking about, and it just seems awful.
But then also the thing too is like this is so many years after he wrote the original like Sword Art, like when they were in Ironclad. So like you should learn by now, and like he's still like
Yeah. Oh God, I don't know. It's just like when I first saw it, I was like, "Are you gotta be kidding me?" You go back to the guy, but he's like, what's up? He's like, nothing. I'm not going to do anything
like,
about
bro,
those broken
really?
characters on the enemy side. I'm just going to leave them open. And I don't know, that whole thing. I'm just thinking, oh, this is.
Yeah, that was just like a stupid loophole they had to put in.
It's bad writing at that.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
really? You're just leave this giant, massive hole in this? It's
this is
like,
why people hate
God.
Sword Art.
Yeah.
And then did you guys also get mad when they kind of hinted towards the whole gang hopping into that Underworld?
Oh yeah, because like it's gonna be some BS about how like like it was based off
We
like the
hacked the
original
system.
seed that
Oh yeah.
that the Sword Ironclad was based off of.
Yeah.
That's because they always use that as a plot device to carry over like Kirito's like stats from Sword Art.
Hey guys, like 27 episodes later, we got to see the other cast members.
Yeah.
It only took forever. That like the show is not only based on Kirito and Asuna.
And I still don't like Yui. Like she's just always there just to break things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a little hacker.
I think we need to all go back. This is why like I kind of like Alicization, like this arc, like the first few episodes, because I thought it was just gonna be like a brand new, like serious, like theme going. Because right, the very first 12 episodes of season 1, it was like legit serious, right? You die in the game, you die in real life. Like there was a penalty, you had to play a certain way. But now it's like it doesn't matter what the fuck you do. This guy's super OP, and they just do whatever they want.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not into it anymore.
Yeah, there's just like no real risk to this shit. It's like, man, bring it back so people will legitimately die, so they'd be smart.
Plus, like they still like don't really do a good job explaining why like Alice is so important for the AI, because it's just like when you just look at this episode, it's just these serious like military people like breaking into this top secret facility just to dive into a virtual MMO game.
Well, another dumb thing, it's like, we can't search through thousands of people to find Alice. I'm thinking, there's no damn way you're not a giant ass system and not be able to have a search engine where you could just search Alice. It's like no, we don't have that.
I mean, to be fair, Alice is a really common name, so maybe that's.
I think it's probably because like it's probably like the whatever ID is probably like hidden. I think that's why they're saying you have to actually. Like it's like if you're in WoW and you're trying to find one specific character, but it's not like their name or anything. It's like a hidden like attribute that's admin privilege only.
But her name just happens to be Alice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that part's dumb.
Yeah.
So, but
I don't know. It's just like I'm still gonna like I know I'm still gonna probably. It's definitely not like I don't think really not good. I mean, it's not. There's some parts of it that are just awful. But where it's just like,
the one thing to really look forward to is just the fight scenes.
The fight scenes, basically the animation, yeah. Not even the story, the animation, which is kind of too bad. But...
Dude, people on Reddit kept like hyping this up so much, saying this is like the best arc of Sword Art. It's like,
oh man, that's
like,
a low bar.
I mean, I guess it's like when you have a low bar to start with, I guess you could say it is the best arc. But
see, those are the people that really like the show. But I'm surprised, dude. I haven't looked at the like the threads or anything. Like, are there actually people that hate Sword? Like talk. I
think we hate Sword. You wouldn't be commenting on these threads. I haven't looked at them recently, but I feel like it's just like.
No, I'm sure there would be because they need something to do in their lives.
There are some shows that I've actually looked just to like I just how bad they are just and see what other people say about it.
Yeah, like
not many. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like this episode. It's like because like the first 24 episodes of Alicization, I didn't really have any of those moments where I'm just like, what the fuck? Besides like that one, besides the one chick where she's like, call me administrator. I was like, oh Jesus.
Hey man,
And then,
I am administrator.
Yeah, but that was the only.
That's the dream of every network engineer ever.
Yeah, but that was the only moment I think I had of the first. It's like we're episode, what was it, 3, and I'm already like facepalm. So
I don't like feel connected to the conflict because it's all AI. Like
yeah,
that's what I was saying last time was like these fake AI goblins invading these fake AI villagers.
Yeah,
where the real Kirito has to face off against like these real military people in a virtual like game.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't feel like attached to the conflict in like the MMO.
Yeah, somehow these guys are able to break into the main thing, but they can't get to the next room.
And I think they were saying like, something like they're worried about damaging like
it's like they can't. It's too thick to cut through with like a saw, and then they can't use TNT because it would actually affect like the thing.
So you're telling me the main door isn't the same material? Like it's just like
no, dude, because it's the sub area. It's way more secure.
Mm-hmm. Like yes, the sub area is more secure than the main
plot armor. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Little plot. Yeah. I don't know. It's like I said, I'm gonna still watch it, but I'm not gonna have expectations.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Like the first 2 episodes, like it seemed to be like going at a good pace, and then like this episode just kind of fucked it for everybody. I think.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like I don't know. We'll see what happens, but it's just like a lot of these things I just can't take serious.
So how long will I keep watching Sword Art just constantly do a new game every season and have to like do this shit all over again?
I don't know.
As long as they can milk it, man.
Yep.
It's like this is like what, the 4th game now. It's like if only they could just reboot. They should just reboot this and just start over from just Sword Art.
No, that's the thing. I think they did. Like manga wise, they actually are making a reboot of the very first season, and then they're gonna stick to it.
Well, I know like because the original light novel, like they started 475 and then they did the flashback, and then there's like a bunch of side stories made into the first season. But besides that, it's like I'm just tired of all these new games.
So is Alicization, is it really considered a game though? Because basically, didn't they make it to train AI?
I mean, it's a simulator, but it's like you can treat it like a game because it has like RPG elements.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like it's not an MMO because you're not playing with other like players, but like
right.
So it's basically like the single player RPG version of the dive technology. Which, by the way, it's in 2026, so we got 7 more years till we get it.
Whoopee.
Even though I think the first one came out at 2022.
Bro, there's no way. The .hack date is already passed. I'm still not in VR games. Or legitimate RPG VR games where I can, elements happen.
We're past the Back to the Future
date,
and we don't have flying hoverboards yet.
Yeah, none of that. So it's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna guess it's gonna be way later than 2027.
No, I said 2040. It's gonna be the year.
Oof.
2040.
Yep. I can enjoy the last years in my deathbed in the Sword Art.
Trent, you're just cursing in your 50s.
David, way to go.
You're in your 50s, man. Way to disrespect all the middle-aged 15-year-olds out there.
My age.
Dude, 24 is only 20 years from now, man.
Can we move on? Why are we talking about my age?
Okay.
Just embrace it. It's okay.
Cool. Don't act like you're not part of this.
Hey, I've embraced it. You see me tripping out? No, sir.
Because you were the one that was called out. I'm calling you out.
Well, technically, you're the oldest, so that's your problem, not mine.
All right, let's move on, guys.
Right. You're gonna wait 20 years, Trent. It'll be fine.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I feel better now.
Yeah, just imagine all the people back in 2000 saying that to wait 20 years. Just be like them.
David, I was one of those people.
Just be like back in 2000. Say, oh, I'll just wait 20 years for this.
Yep, live back in the good old days.
Yeah.
Like a dream. And now it's basically coming to the edge where it's just like not happening.
Fate.
All right. That's it for
I think that's all.
for Sword Art.